Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Battle of Naboo. Well, the Rebellion on Theed. This is where the Royal Naboo peoples will want, I don't know, independence or something, but they're under a monarchy, but it's not really a monarchy, it's fucking weird. Alright, so, it's like Britain, you know?
The Royal Naboo Security Force is trying to retake Theed while the bulk of our forces
Hold
are
the city at
engaged in
all
the
cost. Use the AATs to your advantage. Look at that little tank. Oh, it reminds me of the Battle for Naboo N64 game. Maybe the guys who made Rogue Squadron. That was a really fucking good game. Shame it's set in such a mediocre film. Oh.
I thought the battle was going to take place far from here. This is too close.
This is too close. Well, too bad, so sad, little lads. Too bad, so sad. Because this battle's about to take place as close as it possibly can get. Look at Naboo. It's just such a beautiful planet. It's actually covered with a lot more grass and shit than it is water. Alright, so, first things first, we're going to grab a vehicle. But, oh, we have droidicas. I don't remember how the fuck those works. Which one's the repair dude? I think droid pilot. Oh, fuck, the tank's already occupado. Gib tank mirror. Alright, we'll go third person for tank. I recently saw the new Pikachu movie, and that was actually, it was, you know, it's okay. It has standard movie tropes, and you're not going to be wowed by anything at all. Whatsoever. It was just pretty standard. Charming, but standard. The same feeling I have for how the new Sonic will be when that comes out as well. Charming, but standard. Nothing innovative. That's my problem with Hollywood is, you know, there's only certain, I don't want to spoil it. I was going to say there's like 2 possible endings that film could have, and you'll see what I mean. There's really only 2. And when you see it, it's like it'll be this one or this one, and if it does this thing, then it will be this. Because it check marks a box, and by like, you know, certain points you'll get those telegrams where it's like, yep, it's that. Now, to be fair, maybe it's geared more towards children, but surprisingly there was a fair amount of adult, you know, adultish jokes, I'd say. Subvert. Or subtle, not subvert. The issue, I think, in the media is that everyone's like, subverting expectations is good. But subverting expectations 9 times out of 10 is actually pretty fucking awful. If you subvert your audience's expectation, more than likely, they're gonna be fucking disappointed. And that is really, 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 really bad. Because you do not want to subvert your audience's expectations too much. It's good to surprise them. It's good to meet their expectations. Does that mean necessarily that the story has to, you know, have the conclusion they're thinking? No, no, no. That's not at all what subverting expectations really means. But you shouldn't give them something they don't want. If I wanted to watch a Star Wars movie about Star Wars characters, you know, in the Star Wars universe, doing Star Wars stuff, and with a general Star Wars arc, I would watch, you know, the original trilogy, and I would even watch the pre-sequels because they achieve this goal. They at the very least, even though this one's flawed and there's fish? Those are birds. Okay. I was like, what the fuck? But, oh yeah, we need to kill a lot more Royal Nabooian faggots. Alright. But I would expect, you know, certain things to be met. The new Star Wars don't even achieve this. They don't even capture the Star Wars feel or the theme right. Even J.J. Abrams is incapable of doing this, but that's because J.J. Abrams is incompetent and, you know, just not a good director? I don't know. He's just a bad person, really. But, God, it's so inept. When you copy, the thing about the originals and the pre-sequels, or the pre-sequels, sorry, the pre-sequels, is that they don't follow the same exact format every single time, but they have a unique way of doing it each time. Versus, you know, Force Awakens, where it just sort of copies that, you know, exact formula. But I don't really want to talk about that because that's, you know, modern Star Wars, and modern Star Wars is not canon. So let's go back to this one. This is the Battle for Naboo, and the Battle for Naboo was kind of interesting because you had the... What was interesting about the first one, where you gotta give credit where credit is due, is you had a bunch of factors at play. You had the Gungans on this planet, who are... By the way, I have some issue with that. 2 alpha species cannot exist together. It just doesn't work. If you have 2 species living on the same planet, like let's say orcs, dwarves, and goblins, You can have them in a fantasy setting because that's when the species are still vying for, you know, supremacy. Even then, by then, one would have already kind of won out. Not like Warhammer Fantasy, but that's not the point of those games. Oh shit, we need that tank pretty badly. Oh, that got him. I'm not sure if it was a grenade or this thing. Oh well, oh well. But yeah, no, you don't want to have multiple species, especially in the science fiction universe, living harmoniously together. You can have it say that, you know, one species migrated here. And maybe that's what the Nabooians did. I don't really remember, actually. So I could be wrong on that. And I hope I am, because it would make more sense that one species migrated here. Let's say the humans migrated here, and they were, you know, not natural. And I think, if I remember right, humans sort of just moved wherever. They have a very Byzantine style to them. Did you notice that? Very Greek. Very, yeah, Byzantium style to the architecture. I'm betting they were inspired by the Greeks. It's kind of interesting. I do like that style of architecture. Yep, I get those vibes by looking at their style of buildings. I don't know why, but this game is actually fucking hard. Like, your bots are just so inept at fucking fighting. It's kind of goddamn painful because of how many kills I have. Ugh, Jesus Christ. Over there. Yes, over here, over there, everywhere. That's the World War I song, but I'm butchering it, by the way. Absolutely butchering the little fucking thing. Okay, nope, no you don't. Haha, their vehicle exploded. I mean, bitch, you better take cover soon, because I'm on a fucking rampage. Rampage was also a really fun game, but on the PS2, maybe too ahead of its time. I don't know. I kind of... Some games, I feel like, you know, sometimes being 8-bit is better, or 16-bit, that when you go traditional to 3D, you lose something. Artistically speaking, I'm not as interested in 3-dimensional games anymore as I am in 2-dimensional, because 3-dimensional is all the same. It's like CGI that, you know, killed off, you know, Disney. The art style is gone. Now, that's not always the case. You got things like Wind Waker and, you know, Hat in Time, and some games that actually pull on art styles, like even the Gears of War franchise actually had its own unique art style. And I'd argue that Halo 1 had a really cool, very vibrant approach to science fiction shooters. It's a shame that that vibrancy sort of died after that Halo. Well, no, it lived on in Halo 2 and in 3. 2 just doesn't look good. But back to Star Wars, though. I'm wondering, should we do with the Battlefront games all? I'd say we do all the Battlefront games, and then we'll move on to, like, you know, Battlefront or the other Star Wars games. But we'll probably cover all of them in the mega playlist. Either way, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another glorious battle. Actually, wait. Probably go to the next scran, shall we? Next scran, look at that. Halo 4, big titties. Aw, yeah.
The Wookiees continue to
Disgusting.
resist our overtures.
Disgusting.
Now they will learn the price of their insolence. Take a legion to Kashyyyk and destroy the trade settlement.
Yes, the Wookiees must be educated in diplomacy. Next time, we will be killing ourselves some goddamn Wookiees, which are going to be a pain in the ass because they're also tough. And this is the one thing with the old Battlefronts, is the neutral factions are fucking agitating. They just are. Even in Battlefront 2, they're just annoying. Like, fighting the Wookiees on Kashyyyk in 2, oh, it's annoying. It's annoying when you're playing as the CIS. But anyway, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, have yourselves a great day, and we'll see you until then.